Dose. Yeah. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front, now you see them showing up. So what's up? I've been down and out, but look, keep it a buck, I don't always been one up on all of these. They be trying to front for all of these. Man, I ain't got time cause they all in they feelings. Ice of the gang and we making a killing. It's 2020 and they notice the vision. You be the hero, I'm playing the villain. The underdogs when we walk in the building, we getting money. Yeah, they think that we willing, they talking high. Yeah, they opinions and we won't stop till we all touch a million. Don't ever forget, but we probably forgive them. I'm living, taking the cards that was given. My blessings is already written. Wrapped little ribbon, putting ourselves in positions to making some major decisions. Started from the mud, now you see us going up. Numbers never lie, now you see us blowing up. People used to front.
We have been bossed into an intro by Sam. Ash is under duress. He's just broken down in the boys from R44's recent
S80, yeah. The steering went super heavy as I was going across the straight, and then the whole entire thing just turned
excuses. Welcome to Players Classic 2024. It is rammed out. There's tons of cars here. Ash hasn't got any more cars to break, so we're going to walk around and show you a few.
There's always time.
This is a standout car for me, basically because it's my friend's car. Hey, Andy Finch, Spike's body shop, Spike's paint shop. My brain isn't working fantastically well. Andy Spike. So he has basically restored an old 90s show car. So this was a show car. He dreamed about owning this car. He ended up owning this car and then fully restored it. And it kind of looks a bit like Bagpuss. Come and have a look at the interior.
There's even a bit of interior in the
there you are.
In the engine bay as well.
Body shop, isn't it? No, what?
Spike's vintage.
Spike's vintage. I'm so sorry. We are honestly friends.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
You dreamt of this car for ages, and then you bought it. Tell me your story.
The car is basically the car which I had on my poster car when I was a kid. When I was at school. And then, long story short, I posted up on the internet about things that make you inspire you to do what you do for a living. So I put a picture of this car, that picture in the book, on the internet, on Facebook. And some guy messaged me a couple of days later and saying, "Is that story you put on there true?" And I said, "Yeah, it is." And then he said,
"Is that because you tell loads of fibs, or
no?" Because it seemed like a massive.
Yeah, too much of a coincidence.
Yeah, and it was like, yeah, whatever, mate. And then I said, yeah, it's true. And he said, oh, I know the guy that still got it. I said, really?
Yeah.
He went, yeah. So he then contacted me about a couple of weeks later and said he wanted to sell the car. And he's been thinking about selling it, but now he's found the right person because of the story, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I ended up with the car. So it took maybe from posting that thing on Facebook to about 6 weeks later, it was in my possession.
So how many years ago?
I've had this now for 2.5 years, but this was built in 1985.
There you go. I said 90s, I was wrong. But this is a really important car in air-cooled Volkswagen life.
Everyone knows. It's in the Bible, it's in the Volkswagen. They call it the Volkswagen Bible. It's in there. And it was so outrageous back in the 80s that everyone was just like, man, that's so ridiculous. It was in Bakersfield, California, when all these mad cars were created.
Yeah.
And it had such a massive impact on the scene back here. Fact that I own it now is a joke, you know.
And I don't think he'll be selling it. Thank you, mate. I hope you're enjoying the show. Yeah, we're going to check some more cars out.
All right, in a bit.
Okay, I've got another one that's Volkswagen again, but it is, I guess, an important modern version. So if we've seen Andy's one, which is like built back in the day and is really memorable for people, this little Polo is a modern day version. I think it was first unveiled at Worthersea, which is now no longer going. But everyone used to try and like one up each other, and just literally run through this, have a look at it, because it's insane. We've got a full glass roof. I guess it's plexiglass, I'm not sure, but like every single piece of it is modified in the most nuts way. Porsche dashboard, everything's one off.
These crazy rear lights at the back as well. Like,
Yeah, check out the pop-out rears.
you got a multi-plug socket.
And it's electric.
Oh, sorry.
It's yours. Can you tell us something about the car? Did you build it for Worthesea like years ago?
We spent 10 years to build this car, a group of 10 people, 10 friends.
So I remember when I first saw a picture of this in PBW, like years ago.
It was supposed to come in the UK very, very early after the paper.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it was not possible with the period of Corona.
Yeah.
So it ends today. The story ends today.
So this is the first time it's been in the UK?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's insane. This is honestly one of the maddest creations, like Volkswagen-wise,
Yes.
there's been for a long time.
Thank you very much. We did not try to make something wow, but just something new and something the first in a certain scene.
I think you did make something wow, yeah. Thank you so much for making
very
it.
much.
And it's nice to meet you, man. It's right.
Have a good day.
Well, there's some familiar cars over here. Obviously, we've seen Ravi's car at the workshop. Ravi's car is being displayed with JP's 911, which he also showed at Technoclassica.
So literally, just before this show, literally 24 hours ago, it was on the dyno after having its engine put back in, after we did a little bit of TLC after its trip in Europe.
We had some remedies to concoct, and it drove here under its own steam. It's running lovely, and I think Ravi is also going to take it out on the circuit later. So from California to Goodwood Circuit, it's quite a mad one, really. Even to see it here is pretty crazy. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about your favourite car here.
Oh, no, that's done.
Not interested in interviews today. We are in the guts of it now. So there's 3 paddocks at Players. Sometimes they're themed, sometimes they're not. There is not a theme in this one. It is rammed with all different stuff. So we've got EF Civics. We've got like
Got a Hillman Imp gang back there. They're really, really cool.
Hillman Imps. And if you spin round, Sam, have a look. It is I think they call them Dodge Cornettes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've got a big interest in anything American VA, especially Mopars. Can you imagine cruising home in this one instead of my one that stinks and tries to gas us out? So we've got drift cars. I can see Volkswagens. There's a couple of BMWs. Any that stand out for you, Sam? Sam, who's behind the camera, has picked this 2002. So I know a little bit about this car. I follow the guy on Instagram. It's bagged. It's obviously got the turbo kit.
Wedges in this?
So that is an M42, I think. M42, which is like your compact sort of lump, your E30 through with IS. Or
4-cylinder on that?
4-cylinder.
Yeah.
Obviously turbo. Someone's going to tell me now it's actually an M40 and say I don't know what I'm talking about, which is potentially true. But yeah, it's a lot of work to make a 2002 that nice. Unfortunately, a lot of them in the UK are left as like barn finds and stuff. Like even just to get a 2002 up to that paintwork level was pretty tough, let alone with the turbo and stuff.
So this is quite cool. I don't really particularly know what I'm looking at.
Right, reel us off some facts.
15, right?
S15?
S15.
Wheels
so
are...
Blitz, something or other.
The what number?
I don't know.
03s?
03s, okay, cool. I definitely knew that. But yeah, it's got body kit on it. It's got a Pikachu in the side window, which is quite cool. You don't see many of these in this condition nowadays.
These wheels are like the most expensive commodity on the planet right now. In the last 3-4 years, they've become... This is probably like a £5,000 wheel set.
Or they've outpaced inflation.
Yeah, by some margin. It's
Don't buy gold, buy Blitz 03s. It'll be a B... Is it B18 or is it a K20?
Come on. Can you even Can you even realise that he's asked that question? K20, come on.
K20, there we go.
K20. What do we got? Hasbro mounts. These.
Oh, it's 80 power throttle bodies. That's really nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice throttle bodies.
Yep.
This is quite cool. Is it R33 or R32?
I'm getting really concerned about Ash's questions with these vehicles. And actually, I think you're losing credibility on this channel.
My brain is frazzled. I've been up for too long.
It has been a really long week leading up to this show. And it is an R33.
R33, there we go.
The Evo's cool. That is a local car. This RX-7's local car. So maybe this is the Southampton and South Coast area. Maybe they've themed it this year as a South Coast area. This is
It's a Chevelle.
Chevelle, yeah. You beat me to that one. He beat me to that one. It seems like Ash has deleted all Honda knowledge now for classic American knowledge.
We just saw this. 944s are sort of coming back into fashion again. They went through a period of being super, super unloved. So it's nice to see one that's been so well looked after and also modified as well. So this guy looks like he's running half cage at the back. So I guess he's probably running the car on track a little bit. Got some split rims as well. So yeah, just really tidy. Nice car to look at, really.
Okay, wait a second. Yeah, this is good, but ignore this for now because we know that Corollas are fantastic and I love them, but that is a dream car for me. Cadet C Rally. That is a special machine.
They didn't bring these to the UK, did they?
They did a little bit. So this was a world car. So we had them in the UK as Chevettes, not as a fastback. We got the hatchback.
Saloon version.
Yeah, and the saloon.
Yeah.
But these were a special Opel version. They did use them for whatever the old rally thing was that's not Group N.
Group whatever.
Pre that. Yeah, they are so cool. And they have this amazing Bumblebee style. So it's almost like a muscle car, but a European kind of thing. So rear wheel drive. They have a 2-litre in the front, but the old style single cam.
Yeah.
They're so cool, so cool.
Bit of Regal history behind us as well. So number plate says C20 Lat. So this is kind of where Regal started back in the 90s, was it?
So this is also a Cadet C, but an earlier version, and this was the saloons that we got, but coupe saloon, kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, C20 Lets is the Calibra turbo engine.
Yeah, this is what we grew up on really. With yeah, the early 2-litre turbo in the Opels or the Vauxhall Calibras, Cavaliers, doing chip changes, turbo upgrades, fueling, all that kind of stuff. That then later went on to Z20s.
It's got carbon fibre washer jet.
That's what it looked like.
Oh, and mirror cab. So this is it's got a lot of stuff going on actually. I guess he's Belgian.
I much prefer this to an E30 or a 2002.
So the look with the small wheels. So he's on HTNs, this is on BBS, but the look with 14s, 13s on these cars is a very Belgian sort of thing, basically. Yeah,
it seems to be a bit of a resurgence of Opels and Vauxhalls around here.
Well, this is basically the direct competitor for the Escort. So Ford versus Opel Vauxhall obviously is a big thing. For anyone's hungry, the best place to eat is Tacos El Pap. No one's manning the ship right now, so if you want anything, get your orders in the comments, and I'll box them and ship them.
The owner's just coming over.
Alright, we're going to get turfed out. Oh, shit.
Sorry, we do the tacos now.
I was literally going mental. Hi, can I have 3 beef, please?
Sorry, we run out of beef. We just got...
Oh no, I've got beans left.
We've only got beans, but there's no beans in the beans.
Do some beans.
How's the show going for you, later?
Very good, mate. I haven't seen any of it because I've been stuffed on that van.
Yeah, you've been around that all day.
Yeah, it's been fine.
Yeah, if you ever come to a show and you see this man and this van, make sure you get in the queue no matter how long it is.
As many tacos as possible.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say thank you, but never mind.
So, Billy's 993 Carrera. Is it? It's not a turbo, is it?
No.
C2.
No, but it is special.
Yeah.
So it has a full Gambala kit.
That's it,
on
yeah.
it, which is nuts. And it's actually got carbon fiber side skirts, carbon fiber rear. So it's like an RS style rear wing, but it's a Gambala piece.
Also got the RS glass in it as well. So some lighter weight glass that he just did recently.
Yeah.
Got the LMs, super low KWs. Like the fitment is like 1010.
The paint is the nuts. Yeah, so it's been a bit of restoration has been a bit of a theme, like we were saying. Lots of the cars have been restored, but really, you picked this up, you liked the spec, you recognised that it had a Gambala kit on it, and decided to base his build on this very special. Like, it would have been ordered, obviously like mid-90s or whatever, and to be going into a Porsche dealership, taking a new car, and then sending this to Gambala is a pretty nuts thing to do. So, special car.
It's a big bit of Porsche history that's sort of like fading away now as well.
Yeah. So he saved it, he's made it better, and he's made it his own, so it's wicked.
Cue the B-roll.
So we could have been going around this show, honestly, all day. There are so many cars here, so many builds here, so many people to talk to, so many like sets of wheels, it's details, it's nuts. It could have been all day. So I'm going to take a seat, sit down for a bit, wait for the show to die down. Maybe have a nap. And then we'll talk you through the booth a little bit later. We've got the Monster Boys on stage at the moment, still DJing. So it's quite loud, there's a hell of a lot of people. So once it's died down, maybe we'll show you a couple of the builds we've got on the booth. We've got some new wheels that's just dropped as well.
We've got the M2 build, which we haven't quite debuted yet.
Vorsteiner M2, big news. So we'll show you that.
E91 M3 Touring from the States, Turn 14's car. The Bagsy's drift car.
We've kind of got our own show in the corner over there by the pit start. So actually all day today, we've been having people run off the limiter. Like, one of the features of Players Classic is that they let you launch out of the pit lane full bore. There's been a couple of people with like R32 GTRs doing launch control, anti-lag. So my ears are dead. We're going to take a break.
Yeah, I've got like tyre debris under my eyelids.
Maybe we'll have a wash. And then we'll meet you over at the stand in a minute.
I saw. Indeed. We the top 10. UGK the major way, not playing, it don't stop here. Traffic lights, we going, know the time until the clock near. Hands on roll, we doing digi to the whole block clear. Yo, what you got there? Oh, did you not hear? And he's taking over and we got the whole shop, yeah. Her, she wanna know me better, but I'm on the top 10. Gotta match my energy, you see I'm in the top, yeah. Yeah, it's top 10. Hey, now I'm in blessed mode, did you forget, bro?
So it's the end of the day at Players 2024. The cars have stopped going around the circuit and launching at like 9,000 RPM behind us. So we thought it'd be a good time to show you around the booth.
That was so sarcastic. However, I did speak to one of the boys from Evolve earlier, and they did actually do a 7,000 RPM launch. So you weren't far off.
There's a lot of GT3s today.
So speaking of GT, we've got the GTS E91 all the way over from California. So 2 cars over from California. Rabbi's is over by like the pavilion area, but we also have the Pit and Paddock E91 on display on the booth. S65, stroked. It's got everything from Venturi, Plenum,
Akrapovic, Bilstein Club Sports, all the Venturi bits and bobs.
Right in the spec list to like tick off in your imaginary build. It's all there.
What we've got here is a customer GA7 M2 build. So literally earlier on in the week, I think it was Tuesday, picked it up after it's come back from the body shop. It's got the full vorsteiner kit on it, less the bonnet. The bonnet's arriving on Monday, and we get that fitted. So we've got carbon front splitter on there.
Just to make it clear, it did arrive at the show with a bonnet, and we are going to refit the bonnet. But it's a standard bonnet, and to show off the components, because we've got so much going on in here, we've decided to take it off so people can see inside.
Yeah. So you got the splitter first of all, and then you got the fenders. So the customers left the fenders exposed partially inside, so you see their carbon. Then we've got the side skirts. We've got the ducktail boot.
Ash is now American, saying fenders. The main thing here to show people was the charge cooler manifold.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So lots of carbon bits in here. So we replaced basically all the plastic with carbon. So the cooling shroud. You've got the eventuary intake in there, so it sounds a lot better as well. And then most importantly, obviously, you got the CSF charge cooler. And this customer got it color matched to the body. It's a Zamfor blue as well. So it really pops under there, because usually you have like a really ugly sort of like reinforced plastic manifold.
It looks so much better than the plastic one. And lots of people go for the billet finish, like clear coat, but the blue is a really nice touch.
Color match is the way to go.
Moving across. So you would have recognized this car from some of our other videos. We also had it here at the show last year. It was on TS5 Titan 7s. We've switched it up for this year with TS7s, and I actually think it looks way better.
Yeah, iridium silver really suits this car as well. It looks absolutely amazing on the GT3. And this has got CSF radiators on it, all across the front, wave track differential. It's also got some like rose jointed arms on there as well with a bit more adjustment.
Also done a lot to the exhaust system on this car. And we should probably do a feature on this car. It's got loads of little touches that we've done over the years. Headers, it's got a 901 RS titanium back box.
Yep.
It's really cool, but because it's around a lot, we perhaps don't give it the attention it should, but I think this will be a video we do in the future.
Beloved Mark 8 Golf R. Sporting the Titan 7 TM20s. This is the all-new wheel design for 2024. So I think it's a 20 spoke. It must be being TM20.
Yeah, that's kind of how Titan do the naming, is it's the generation of wheel and then the number of spokes.
Yeah.
But this is a brand new design that has been really popular actually. I really like it. It's one of the only ones that Titan offer with a little bit of lip, so maybe that's why it's been really popular.
Yeah, it looks super cool. So this is 18 by 8.5. We've stepped it down from a 19 by 8.5, which was a different wheel design as well. But I'm really preferring the look of these. A bit more tyre on there and a bit more rim.
The gentleman from R44 have also helped us out with a few cars this weekend. So Reese has been on track in the 901
GT3 RS.
Yeah, which is wicked. So that's running, actually that centre lock wheel we have on the stand. The TS7 centre lock.
But in the Cyber Gold finish, so a matte gold, which looks spectacular. So Dylan's M2 is running the Hybrid Dark Machine TD6s. That's a 6-spoke. And the Hybrid Dark Machine is probably one of my favourite finishes, because it's like a brushed finish with like a tinted clear coat over the top of it. So it looks really different in all kinds of lights.
It's quite a JDM, like old school, like really nice finish. It's actually quite a difficult finish to do. I believe they brush the wheel and then they do a tint clear over the top. So it's really funky, really cool.
And deja vu there.
And the whole... Did you say it again? Did you say it?
I said that one.
I'm just going to listen to what Ash says and then repeat it so I look smart. And then
Much more palatable.
Sam can edit it so I look better. We've also got Eventuary CSF in here. So the S55 charge cooler manifold. You will see a bit of a theme with these cars. We definitely have a style.
I like on all of these billet caps on everything.
Yeah.
Under here, like washer, oil, coolant.
That
Everything.
kind.
Yeah,
cool.
looks really cool. Never heard of that brand before. And obviously, yeah, CSF charge cooler, heat exchanger, trans cooler.
We also have Bagsy's car, which actually lives here at Goodwood. So Bagsy is doing a drift experience for corporate clients, which sounds really quite posh. And he's got two E92 M3s, both kitted out with a full CSF cooling package. We've just literally dropped a video. We actually fitted them about a week ago or so we turned that video around pretty quickly. And these get given absolute hell on circuit. They're sideways for most of this circuit, so the cooling pack is really important.
Full piece kit on that. So it's oil, water, transmission, and also the power steering on there as well. So it keeps everything under control. And we've got a bunch of products on display. So starting off over here, we've got a B58 charge cooler. So this is in like a crazy color.
The finish on this is absolutely nuts. What do we call that?
I think it's like a world, like, I don't know, crazy world color. We'll put it in here somewhere.
Basically like a chroma flare metallic powder coat.
Yeah,
Love
lots of
that.
good. Obviously, we've got the intercooler cores. We've got air to water, air to air. Lots of different universal oil cooler sizes. We've got some of the new auxiliary coolers on the FAX M2s, M3s, M4s.
This guy is really important. That is the engine oil cooler for
Engine case oil cooler.
I am losing
For
my brain.
early 911 and also 914s as well.
So this is actually fitted to Ravi's 911, which is here, and the finish is the same as a lot of the trim pieces and everything on the car. So it's a really nice link to the show car back to the stand.
And this is what the charge cooler looks like on the M2 before it gets painted. So that's obviously why we got it painted. This is a crazy gold chrome kind of finish on the S55 charge cooler. We've also now we distribute AST Motons, so we've got some ASTs here and some Moton 3-ways.
It's been really interesting actually talking people through the differences between the AST product line and the Moton product line and why you would opt for one or the other. All of that info is on the AST factory tour.
Yeah.
So
And if you've got any questions about it, just ask us.
I watched the factory tour video and basically regurgitated the information. So thanks for that, Ash.
No problem. And obviously Wave Track, our favorite LSD differential. So we're talking to people about the Wave Track, open diffs, and then the Quaif on the
We actually had a lot of Wave Track customers go down the circuit today, and it was wicked seeing them launch. One of the dudes in a Accord Euro R was laying fat lines down the start finish straight, so that was cool.
And finally, we got some more tyres over wheels. So TS5 in a machine black, which is your matte black. We've got a TR10, which is like your 10 spoke. This one's satin titanium. We've got the Iridium Silver TS7 we spoke about earlier. Hybrid dark machine TS7 again. And then a TD6 in the Speedline white.
That's one of my favourite finishes, you know, and
Really?
I nearly spec'd mine in this colour, but I wasn't brave enough.
I was saying to Jimmy that people don't really like white wheels out here. I think people only want black wheels in the UK. Hopefully people are going to prove us wrong because black wheels are...
If you're brave enough, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, the customer with the GA7 M2, he's ordered some black wheels. We've also just popped some Techno Bronze ones on there for now. And when he saw it in real life, he was like, wow, I really actually wish I ordered the Techno Bronze wheels instead of the machine black. So be bold, people.
So that is just about it for Players Show Day 1. There is another day tomorrow, which we're coming back for, but we're going to end the video here. We've sold a bunch of merch, so thank you for everybody who's come by the booth. Hope to see a load more people again. Well, not again, but tomorrow. And the next time you'll see us at a show, I think, will probably be Ultra Race.
It'll be, yeah, Ultra Race and Festival Speed.
Yeah, so we've got an exciting bunch of travelling to do and a load of show cars to prep, so see you there. What are you saying?
Fancy seeing you here.
Mad, isn't it? Wait, look at the Tesla behind. See you later. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to watch more videos like this that YouTube thinks you'll like, click here. If you'd like to watch some more videos in this playlist, then click here. And if you really enjoyed the video and you'd like to subscribe, you can do that by clicking here.